This is another example of another project that I did with a different client. They want to build a platform which is into serving the content for the universities. And so, what is this product? If you ask me as a vision, as a very 30,000 feet view of this, so this is what they've got to say. It should be a repository of content. So it should be a single repository of the content. Nowadays, they've got so many Excel files. They've got some in PowerPoint presentations, some in a database, Access database, some in SQL database. They want to actually integrate all of them into one unified repository, and that's the vision for this product. That's the platform, right? And then they actually are talking about how they would like to have it as a single place for data deposition, collaboration. So you've got all the librarians, the professors, the researchers coming into and then collaborate to create the research output and the outcomes from the research. So the curate and innovation and how it could really help. Again, it's a single place. It's like a single platform, like how you've got eBay and Amazon as platforms for both buyers and sellers. So you actually kind of brought the platform level playing field for the buyers as well as sellers. So you're bringing in both the parties and trying to help them with this, offering the single platform. And that's what even this one is trying to offer, the platform that we were trying to build. Knowledge exchange, trying to actually act as a broker and actually work across different knowledge streams and trying to help with scientific data. So here we are talking about the different products, services, platforms. So you get an idea where I'm going with the vision. The examples I'm trying to give you is actually to set a kind of an indication and give an indication in terms of what vision could be for in our own terms, in the product development parlance. It need not be crystal clear specification of requirements, but a vision could actually kind of give you an indication of where you want to go. It could be really very high level, very woolly kind of a thing, as they say, BHAG, big, hairy, audacious goals. It could be something like that. I want to be the best leader. Like, for example, when Tesla was first started, Elon Musk would have actually thought about it and said that, what, I'm actually going to compete with all these Fords and the GMs and the Audis of the world, and I'm actually coming up with a product, with a car which doesn't run on petrol like all of these others. So it's basically electric car, the first electric car that can run on its own without the need for a driver, autopilot. So basically that's the whole vision of Elon Musk, perhaps about 8-10 years ago. And that simple idea of his actually translated that into a product, and you can actually see Tesla Model X or Model 3 and all those on the road. So that's how the vision starts. That's how the whole, any product, any big platform, any huge initiative, the first step is always that. It's as simple as that. So when we talk about vision, it could be really very high level, very woolly. You want to be the best, be the leader in this, or beat the market, or come up with something else which we call as disruption. So that's where some of these cryptocurrencies, they disrupted the way the banking industry works. The traditional currency, you've got this traditional currency and the derivatives and all these kind of instruments, money instruments. But here comes the Bitcoin, which is the first virtual currency where there's you can't see, you can't have kind of feel that the note of that, or the financial note of that. It's basically virtual. And then they have removed the intermediaries. They made sure that it's just journal entries, and then that's where they use the blockchain technology to make sure that the entries or the transactions are done on both ends, so it's actually still valid. So they came up with this, again, disrupted the market. So they would have thought that, I'm going to disrupt. The vision for that Bitcoin would have been that I want to disrupt, I want to come up with an alternative currency which people can use without having to rely on the traditional dependencies and traditional ways of doing that, the currency exchange. So for this product, again, I want to actually bring back to you the example that I've worked on. They said that the platform should be open, it should be integrated, it should be global. So that means it's not just in the UK, but also in China, India, Russia, Europe, Australia, everywhere. And it's all about people. So they're connecting the different people, the researchers, the professors, librarians, students. So they're actually connecting different people, different stakeholders involved. And it's about the knowledge of chemistry. So they're trying to actually bring in that sense of the knowledge element. That's the key, that holds the key, because this is an organization which is very, very old. They've got huge amounts of, they're sitting on huge piles of data, knowledge, and repositories. So they want to actually bring that and offer that as a platform to all these people around the world, so they can get to using their tools, their technologies, and collaborate. So if you see that, that's the way they actually put their vision. So this is again something which I did, understanding what is it that they want to do with this, right? So this comes up. So you might actually get a doubt that who gives you the vision, or what is the basis for the vision? How do you get the vision? So the people who want to do something are the people who've got the vision, right? So you talk about, again, this is another way of representing that I did. So open access, it's another slightly deeper version of that, of the one before. So you're talking about people, data, services, platforms. So how can you actually kind of integrate all of these different elements, aspects? So the vision could be about people, it could be about technologies, it could be about what they do. So again, Uber, it came up with a alternative way of transport, where you don't have to really call the taxi or book the taxi or things like that. You can, it's within your own vicinity, it's easier, right? So the way, again, Uber came up with is a different concept. Amazon similarly, trying to have no inventory at all for your product, but you can still sell. So all of these are trying to actually come up with their own ways of defining their market, their product, and then approaching that. So that's where it all starts, a single idea and a concept.